Welcome back, Wolfskinders. Welcome back. What's going on, guys? Time for another day. Another day of goodness. I hope everything is well. I'm doing fine myself. Can't complain. Doing absolutely good. You know, another good day to be among the living. Because that's the thing. It always can be a headache. Because that one day that's eventually going to happen where I no longer wake up and that I come back. I wake up, it takes me about 1,000 years to come back to this world, But, 1,000 years of peace while sleeping is really good. So I'll definitely take that, though. I'll definitely take 1,000 years of sleep. But we are on a den, and I did finish the border of this area. It's kind of half-assed right now. I need to go through here and really get it really better, but this is kind of like what I've got so far. I pretty much just scattered some trees around and some foliage and some bones and some stuff like that just to make it a little bit interesting. I've got some NPCs now. I've got some NPCs now. So we do have that. So yeah, we do have that now. So I just had to change up something. Okay. So yeah, we got some NPCs. Is what we have. And so we have right here is another boss chest that I wanted to do. And yeah, just a pain in the ass to try to get. I've been trying to make this a bit of a challenge because of this. I thought maybe this would be really good. I thought this would be pretty good to do. But I can't figure out how to do it. So I've been trying to figure this out. I know what I want to do. I'm just trying to figure it out. What I want to do is have a patrol NPC going through here and having it to where the character has to be in certain areas not to get caught is what I'm trying to do, but that is not working out the way I have been intending. So I'm trying to get this just right. But yeah, so you guys were probably wondering about Nietzsche that I was talking about. One day. Well, I actually do believe that we do return to this world in a sort of a way. I believe that we actually do return to this world. Just very vague memories of it. That's the thing. We have very vague memories of living in this world. So, yeah, I've I've had this I had a breakdown a while back, and I pretty much started seeing the world like this. You know, I started seeing the world like this, where I felt like I was reliving the same life over and over again, and I just could not for the life of me wake up from the nightmare. You know? So I did have that before, to where I did have that. And you know, I did find comfort in it. I have found comfort in it, with the fact that, yeah, we may relive the same life over again, but you know, I'm okay with that. I'm actually okay with that. You know, I'm actually okay with reliving the same life over and over again, cuz you know, the fact is that it's the little things in life that you must cherish, is the thing. That's the thing. It's the little things in life that you must cherish. And I believe that to be the true thing, is to do is to have that. I'm going to change up something a little bit. Change up something real quick. One, two, three, four. Okay, yeah, it's all the same. Okay. There we go. Okay. Trying to make this a little bit cleaner. Trying to make it to where it stands out. Okay. All right. trying to get the path to look what I want to do. But yeah, you know, I've really have taken in a liking to the possibility of reliving the same life over and over again. You know, not as scary as it can be. You know, um, I I pretty much I pretty much don't fear it as I used to when I first discovered it. You know, when I tried to um, when I tried to kill myself and be another statistic in the male loneliness epidemic and suicide attempts and suicides. It's awakened me to far greater stuff because I can almost see the path that I have been taking. I've seen the destination, but not the journey. And I have grown to actually enjoy it. You know, I've actually grown to enjoy it. And yeah, I mean, I find it very comforting. You know, I told my dad this. I told my father this. Is like, he's probably not even my father. At least not my original one. You know, he's probably not even my original one. My original one's probably, God, centuries ahead of me. You know, or behind me, depending on how you perceive time. You know, but I told him I don't find it that awkward. Yeah. I don't find it awkward at all. But yeah, I have definitely I have definitely have I've definitely enjoyed it. I think that's what I want to do. There. What do you guys think? Challenging enough? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this down. There we go. think that's good. Okay. Alright, so let's do the alpha. Let's do the alpha now. Moving this over to my second screen. Okay, so move up, move 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Then we want to go up. 6. 6. We want to go down. 10. 10. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Up 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Blood sugar's high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then move right. Okay. There. That's taken care of. Now, let's see if this works. Yep. Yep, it works. Okay. It's going to be dark in here, so that's the thing. It's going to be dark. So there's not going to be much light. There's not going to be that much light in here. Let that fix real quick. Alright, let's check and see how that looks in the dark. Nope, still not challenging enough. I guess I know what I'm gonna do. Um, Let me see. I need to have a lot of. I need a lot. Yeah, I need to figure out how to do this because yeah. Um, let's see, how far does he go again? Goes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, he goes up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so yeah. Okay, he does go all the way up. Okay. I need to make it to where I need to make it to where each particular thing has its own corridor. Let's see. How am I going to do this? Because if I do this right, the timing can be completely off. Let's do him real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Check that out. But yeah, um, oops, wrong way. There, let's try that. But yeah, I've definitely have been a believer in it. All right, I need one more wolf. This is left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. There. Oh, that sucks. The timing is off. Yeah, the timing is off. Yeah, the timing. Ah, oh, dang it! It's the game system. All right, how am I gonna do this? Hmm. Okay, I think I know how to do this. Okay, do that. Extra nick right there. Hmm. I need to get a start. I need to get a trigger going the moment he starts. And I think I know how to do this. I think I know how to do it. Yeah. Hold on a minute. If I do that, will that work? Yes. Yes, that will work. Okay. Alright, I can do this now. Now I can do this. Because I figured out how to do it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. 4, 5, 6. 6. There we go. Alright, takes care of that. But yeah, for the fact of the matter is, reliving the same life really isn't that bad. It really isn't. Not as bad as people think. Yeah, like when I first unlocked the knowledge that I have been living it, I got hit with a wave of previous lives. I got hit with the previous way of lives that I was living previously before my awakening, and I have definitely was a lot worse off than I expected. You'd be surprised. I was actually a lot worse off. Not as bad, though. But yeah, it's been pretty interesting. Yeah, it was pretty interesting to know that I have lived many lives. But not like reincarnation. Like, that's the thing, it's not reincarnation. It's just the same life over and over again is it. Trying to get this to look right. There. Always just revamping everything to make it look nice. That's all it really is. I gotta do this whole thing myself to see if you can't get through. Oop. See? One, two, three. Took out too many. Alright. So we got this. Now we just need to get this. Now we just need to get this. Alright, how am I going to do that? Oh, I know how I'm going to do that. Simple path. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12. Is that gonna work? Do I have enough time? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'll have enough time. So that's 12 right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, let's try this. Alright, I know how to do this. This I know how to do. let's do... We'll put a small... We'll put some bones in here. Alright. Now... let's change this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Alright. Okay. Oh, that's what I don't want to happen. All right, let's fix that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There, that should stop them from clashing into each other. Okay. Next, this is closed off. Mary Shadowwalker, how you doing? Good afternoon to yourself as well. Alright, so we'll do that. We'll do that. We want this to be the area. So we do that. And let's see. How are we gonna do this? So we're getting close to the boss chest. So let me get some more room real quick. Thanks for returning. Hope you enjoy staying a little bit longer. Yeah. Based on this, I don't know, just the name sounded good and the concept just sounded good, so I thought, why not? So I kind of just put 2 and 2 together. I'm like, oh, this isn't a bad thing. So I thought I'd give it a try. And yeah, it's been pretty. I've got pretty decently. Yeah, I've gone pretty decently far. I think I have like the beginning stage of it pretty good. I thought I heard it all, but nope. It's okay. And everybody's got their own different names. Everybody's got their own different names for stuff. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out. Cut that there. Slice that in half. Cut that there. Slice that. Okay, so when he gets here, we'll have 2 extra ones doing another figure 8. So we'll have another 2 figure 8s right here. So we're getting close to the end, so we want this to be a little bit of the challenging side. So we'll get another figure 8 right here. So how's your project going? Oh, it's going pretty good. World's okay for now. It still needs to be put in a little bit more, but I pretty much have the starting zone. Pretty much, I think I almost have the starting zone almost completely finished. At least from the starting point to your first quest. At least to your first quest right here. Little side quest, starting quest, and then to your main, to the main quest. I think I almost have that finished up. Just need to figure out how to get the story to go, and so right now I'm just working on the tent system. I have three tent sites for each zone: tempered, winter, and desert. And that's what I've been working on for a while. At least allows me to make sure that I get the story good. So it's, you know, always good to do other stuff while trying to get your other stories to go, to get the other stories to go. The winter one's always the hardest one because of it being winter. So it's you can't really make it shine that much in the winter. So it's kind of always bland in the winter. But I've got like 2 more tent sites. I've got 2 more campsites to deal with before this is done. So, but these are always the fun part. These are the fun ones because these are the ones that the player is going to be interacting with the most. So I'm trying to make them at least an interesting part. Because I already have the tempered ones. Those ones were a lot easier to deal with. Those were a little bit on the easier side. The desert ones, I mean, yeah, they were just kind of there, trying to at least make them halfway decently good. But yeah, the deserts and winters have always been the ones that I'm having a difficult time with. And that's why I'm trying to make the caves that the player goes into. I'm trying to make the stuff that if they go into places a little bit more interesting. That's why I have a boss chest, because I have a common event for low, medium, and boss chests. So that way the player can get stuff. Because I already have the idea. I'm just trying to fill them out. So cause that's why I decided to use the steel one as the boss chest. I'll use the wooden one as the medium, and this little crate right here for the low ones. So I thought that would be really good to differentiate the chests. And right now I'm just working on this boss, this den right here for Darwogs. So that way when the player wants to come back in here, they have at least a challenge if they want to get if they want to come back in here, because they won't know that the chests have reset until they come back in here and look at it, because there's going to be no indication that the chests actually reset once you leave the tent site. Once you leave the tent site, the chests reset. I'm trying to make that because certain chests are going to reset. I'm going to have that where certain chests, like only in certain parts of the game, are they going to reset. So that way the player can go back through it again if they want to for different types of loot. So I'm trying to do that. Trying to make it at least a challenge is what I'm trying to do. When do you want to reset? Oh, I already have it. I already have it set. I already have it set for the reset. I already have it set for the reset. Is that once winter tent Dargo 1 is turned off, it turns this off and turns this off. So it's like pretty much whenever the player it's pretty much whenever the player leaves the tent site, it reset itself. It'll reset the chest. Which reminds me, I gotta turn that. I gotta make sure that's turned off, because I already have a camping. I already got like a lot of stuff already working. And that's technically it. That's pretty much it of how I want it to do. Well, I mean, I know people will. I just thought I'd have a little bit of fun. You know, it's an RPG maker. You gotta have a little bit of fun. That's all. You still gotta have a little bit of fun. That's why I'm trying to make it. That's why I'm trying to make them challenging. I gotta go back and do the bandit one though. That's the thing I gotta make. That's why the reset is different, because see, you don't know which tent, you don't know which campsite you're gonna get. Actually, you don't know which campsite you're gonna get. So you don't know if you're going to get the same one all the time, or if you're going to get a different one. So I made a little bit of an RNG based with my tent system. That's why I have only like 3 different types. So that way it's like 3 different tents, 3 different sites to camp at. So you never know which one you're going to get. So even if you were to abuse it, which is totally understandable, you would have to sit there in RNG the campsite, and then go through the system all again, you know. So that's why I decided to make it. That's why I decided to do that. I made it to where it's like, yeah, it might be taken advantage of, but at least there you're gonna have to. At least there you're gonna have to. At least there you're gonna have to like RNG it to get it. Well, in that case, there is an easy way to do your event. Oh, really? I just did what was I just pretty much did what I thought was the way to go. I'm not Oh yeah. Oh yeah, most of my uh, NPC battle positions use erase event. Yeah, most of my NPC battles use erase event once one, so that way it's there's a constant flux of monsters. Yeah, I pretty much do the race event type thing for that. I was able. That's what I use that for. The chest, I had to use the control switches to work out how I wanted it to do. Yeah, I use erase event very heavily. Yeah, I use erase event very heavily. That should do it. Oh, nope. Nope, they got stun locked. Oh, I know how to fix that. I know how to fix that. I know how to fix that. There. There we go. I fixed that. We just need to flip their. We just need to flip their pathing. It's 3. Yeah, we'll just do a complete reset. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. There. Fix that. But yeah, I've ever since I picked this up way back in the day. I've been wanting to make a game, and I've just been having this. I've been having this just. I've been fiddling around with this every now and then whenever I have time. So that's why I've decided. That's why I decided, for 2 hours, for 2 hours every stream. For 2 hours every stream, I will do this. How am I going to make this a challenge? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to change their speed. And I'm going to add another one to this. Oh wait, we don't need this. So we're going to take that out. Okay. Actually, what I'm going to do is Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, whenever I go, I turn on some music. I put on my Be Right Back screen. I turn on some music. I have it pretty. I have the audio pretty low. On both. I have the audio low, just enough to where it's not too overpowering, and I also have the volume low too. So, but yeah, some people do say that it is kind of on the loud side. I can't get it correct, no matter how much I try. I just try to get it just where I think it's tolerable. You know, I just give it just enough to where it's tolerable. All right, I'm gonna add a couple more. That's what I'm gonna do. There. Let's see how that looks. You call it low? Yeah. I don't like that. That does not look nice. Why does that look off? I think it's a speed. I think the speed just makes it look gross. I think that's why. I think that's what it is. I think the speed just makes it look gross. Oh, I know what to do. I know what to do. I know how to fix this. I know how to fix this where it doesn't look gross. Well, my mic is at -5 decibels. My mic is at -5 decibels. I had someone who's not with us anymore help me get my audio corrected, and so yeah, that's pretty much where that's at. Oh man, I cannot get this to look right because I need to make it to where the alpha. Maybe the alpha can be fast. Yeah, maybe the alpha can be faster. So we'll keep the alpha. So we'll do the alpha faster, and so we'll do that. Cause that's fine. I think the alpha can be faster. And I think we'll keep the soldiers at normal speed. I think we'll keep the soldiers at normal speed. Now we just, because I think what I'm having a difficult time is that it just doesn't feel like a challenge. It just feels like I'm just lazily walking in here. And I think that's the thing. I think I'm just lazily walking in here, and I'm not really making it much of a challenge because it's a den. I know it's gonna be like almost linear. I do know that. I know it's gonna be least linear. But for some reason, I'm feeling like it's just not challenging enough. And that's my problem. Is that I don't think it's challenging enough. So, okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do. The alpha will approach. Okay, the alpha will approach. Now that's fine. I think that is fine, because this is a wild animal, so the alpha will approach to defend its territory. So I think that's fine. I think that is fine. So I think what we need to do is, I think I know what I need to do. I need to redo this. I need to make it to where it favors the alpha. It favors the alpha um, a lot more. So I'm just gonna give myself a blank sheet to work with again. See, this is always the hardest part when it comes to map making is you can think of something and it completely not work, and then you just have to just scrap it and then just restart again. Don't worry about the challenge. Well, it's a boss chess. It's a boss chess, and that's the thing, is that I want it to be a challenge for a boss chess. I just don't want it to be lazily. I don't want it to be lazily done. You know, like I want when the player comes in here, I do want to at least have some of like a fighting chance, not feel like it's lazy, you know. When it starts to be a challenge for you, it means it'll be a challenge for the player. I guess that makes sense. I guess that kind of makes sense. I just don't want it to be like a cakewalk, you know? That's all. I just don't want it to be a cakewalk. Cuz I love RPGs. I love when RPGs at least gives you a chance to actually, you know, feel like you're doing really well. Yeah, it's like I always love when RPGs, you know, at least gives you, you know, at least gives you something. There. All right, let's try this. Okay, that's not bad. If you don't time it correctly, you will run into one. Okay, that's not bad. Because even I had a, I even I got close to even I got close to snagging one. Okay, that's good. I like that. So if you don't, so yeah, there is a bit of a time, because right here, this one right here and this one can almost snatch you. Actually, this one and this one can almost snatch you if you're not careful, because you think that there's an area, because there's no area here to step on, so you gotta like watch out for this one. So okay, that's good. I like that. So you gotta watch. So that's good. I like that. I like that. All right. Now for the ending. Oh wait, can you get out? I just realized, is there a way to get? I don't think I put a way to get out of here. You have to go back. I just realized you got to go backwards to get out. So that might be a challenge in itself. Not really because um, when if you escape, they teleport you out of here anyway. So it's no big deal if you run. It's no big deal. So yeah, it's no big deal. I put that in there, so it's no big deal. If I did, I really could really piss the player off and take that transfer player out. And I could really take that transfer player out type deal and do that way. But actually, to be really honest, that's actually not as bad because you do have to still deal with the wild ones. You still have to deal with the wild ones out here, actually. Yeah, the wild ones out here you still have to deal with. Because they're constantly approaching you. Because I have their movement speed. I have their movement speed to a custom to where it's randomized 4 times. And then move to player. Then move towards player. Yeah. So realistically, if you're not careful, and here you can get locked in this little area, this little abandoned campsite right here. You can get locked in here, trying to get out. That's why I have it at. That's why I have it set to. That's why I have it set for 4 randomizers, 4 randoms, and like that because 4 randoms plus 1 towards is, I think a safer option. I think that's a safer option. It doesn't lock the player in because you have a split second. You have a good decent amount of seconds to get out of there before it puts back into it. So realistically, the challenge actually is right here out in the open. This right here is where you can get stun locked. You can get stun locked really heavily if you're not paying attention. But like I said, with 4 movement at random and move towards player at 1, I don't think the player is going to have too much of an issue dealing with these. Yeah. Yeah, I think I did fine. Yeah, I did. I actually did pretty good actually. Yeah, I actually did okay. But we're still going to put him at faster though. I still think that's very viable because he is like the final. Let me check something real quick. I do need to add though 1 more item to his drop table though. That's the thing. I still probably need to add a couple more things to their drop table. Yeah, I still need to add a couple more things to their drop table. But that's fine. That's a simple fix. All right, let's get him out. Let's get him in. Move this over here. All right. We want him to start his journey here. So once the player stands here, he will trigger his movement speed and start moving. So we'll do it right here. Okay. There. Alright, perfect. Alright, and we'll also set a low chest here too. We'll do a low tier chest. We'll fix a we'll work on the common event. We'll work on the common event later, but we'll put a low tier chest right there. So that way the player has an incentive to like, ooh, chest, let's go over there. And we're going to lock this up. So we're going to block that. Okay. Let's give it a try. Ah, crap. I put him in the wrong area. Try that again. Okay. I'll take it. And there's the chest. Okay. Not much of a challenge. Oh, I don't like it. I need to change that. I need to change that. I don't like the way that looks. I do not like the way that looks. Let's try that. Ooh, that's more deadly. Ooh, you see that? Do you see that? That's more deadly. Yeah, that's more deadly. The extra step towards player is actually really good. And see, I'm getting boxed in too. Ooh, I love that. Ooh, I love that. That is nice. That is really nice. That extra step really does make a difference. Yeah, that extra step does make a big difference. Yeah, that extra step does make a big difference. All right, I think that's it. I think this map is pretty much done. If the player doesn't know about the RNG system, about what you can farm, that's pretty much it. Because there's going to be no indication that each one has its own. Each one is not going to have a. Each one is not going to tell you. Each one is not going to tell you what the drops are, so the player will have to. The player's going to have to like figure that out, but that's okay. So yeah. Let's see, where is that? And I need this one. There we go. Okay. Alright. Not bad. Alright. I guess we can go into the next one. Let's try to get this one out. Is that right? Whoa, really? Did I really do that? Holy cow. Huh. Guess I really was doing 50 by 50. It's okay. Alright. See, because each map has to be completely different. See, a lot of older games back in the day would copy and paste campsites, and they would make them look almost similar with maybe a few tweaks here and there. That's why I like building my own from scratch. I like building them from scratch. Each one is like a blank canvas of your own accord. You just don't know what you're gonna get when you do it. And that's why I like it. Cuz I want to make sure that each one has its own unique flair, and it's not just a copy and paste, not a copy and paste one. I'd rather take the time and just spend amount of time working on a map than anything. You know? I mean, yeah, the player won't notice it. I mean, most players wouldn't notice it, but you know, I think the thing is, it's like I would. You know, and I'd rather just take the time and just do it. How do I want this to look? Because I know the player's going to see this all the time. So, like, that's the thing. I know the player's going to see it all the time. And I know it's almost copy and pasting, like I said, because I could probably make like 20 campsites and have each one completely different, and the player would never notice the difference. A player could barely even check the difference. That's why I only went with 3. That's about the best I could do with myself. I pretty much went with 3. I think I'm going to do... I think I'm going to do a blizzard. Like I did here with this one. I think I'm going to do a blizzard like I did with this one. This one is this map right here is one of my desert one of my desert ones where the desert just goes on and on and on. And you just don't know if you're going to you just don't know if you're going to get anywhere, you know. And I think that I think this one is what I want to do. And I'm actually going to change this actually to right here and get rid of this. And then here we go. There. Okay. So I think that's what I'm going to do here with this winter one. So we're going to loop both ways. All right, let's see. Let's get the tent up. Where are we going to place the tent at? We'll place it right here. Is that one? There it is. All right. On. Luckily, I'm just about finished with this. Boy, that's getting really tricky to get right. Oh, I gotta redo this thing. I am so freaking lost. Yeah, I need to redo this whole entire thing. It got way too hectic. I'll just delete the whole entire thing. Campfire's on. This is 3. Alright. Gotta use the bathroom. Be right back.
The light we seek is inside of us. Through every rise, through every dust. For a bright, uplifting light.
Alright, I am back. Alright, yeah, we'll just redo that whole entire thing. Wait, why is that like that? Weird. That's weird. Never mind. Just wondering why that was like that. Alright. Let's get this real quick. Once I know where the footing is at, I put down a footing for the tent. Alright. Let's get the rest of the stuff. Oh, tell me I did not just do this again. Oh, please tell me I did not just fuck this up again. No, I didn't. Ooh, okay, I'm good. When events don't work, I had an event. There was an event that I kind of fucked up, and it screwed up everything for some apparent reason. So I had to go back and redo that again. That's good. I'll take that. Yeah, this will do fine. I'll take that way. Just need to figure a place to put the tracks at. Right. Common event, winter. Snow. There we go. Alright, how does that look? That should give me exactly what I want. I guess with the weathering system, I'll have to figure it out with the day and night cycle. My day and night cycle, I'll have to figure that out. Okay. But we're good. Don't need that. And we are good. Okay. Okay. Now, we're gonna want. I think we're gonna want ice foxes in here. I think that's what I'm gonna want. So, yeah, we're gonna want ice tails. Yeah, we'll want a couple of ice tails. And oh yeah, I was able to my day and night was done by Red Weaver. Um he Red Weaver, I think he's dead by now. He was an old man back then. Red Weaver was an old man. And he did a day and night cycle previously. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can't find him. Hold on a minute. I'll see if I can't find him real quick. That's weird. Where is he? Normally he pops up at the first chance. Yeah, well, I know it's Red Weaver. I just don't know how to spell his name correctly, but yeah, he did I got a lot of my stuff from him. Like I said, he was an older gentleman. He was an older gentleman. Back I think he was around his I think it was around his 50s when he started doing it. I really can't. I'm trying everything I can to get his name correctly. I would like to credit the poor guy. Yeah. I can't find him. I really can't find him. Let me try that. Maybe I'm spelling it wrong. I'm terrible at spelling. I'm terrible at spelling, so I could have been spelling his name wrong. Knowing me, I probably did. Filters. Oh, I think his family took it down. That's probably why I can't find it. I think his family might have took his channel down. It's the only logical choice I can think of, because I can't seem to figure it out. But he was a nice old guy. He really was. He was a nice old guy that did RPG Maker. And a lot of stuff I learned from him. A lot of stuff I learned from him. I learned the clock system. I've learned the day-night cycle from him. Yeah. I learned a I learned a great deal. I learned a great deal from him. I did too from him, so I'm pretty sure it's not down. Oh, then I just can't seem to find it. I tried typing the name, but I couldn't see it. It wasn't popping up. But yeah, he was a really nice guy. You know, very well spoken, very nice, very nice individual. You know, a very nice individual. And yeah, he was a very nice individual. Really, very sweet guy. But yeah, he uh he was definitely nice to play. He was definitely nice. I'll give you that, you know. I really did enjoy his videos, you know. Eh, not too bad. Not too bad at all. All right. So, double check my enemies real quick. Okay, yeah, we're good. We got a couple of coonfoot, so that's good. And so we got the ice tails. Yeah, we got ice tails and coonfoot, so yeah, we're good. All right, we can do this. The best part about these types of maps is that you don't have to have a fucking border. That's the best part about these types of maps. I don't have to worry about a border, so it's like all I got to do is try to make it look pretty decently well off while the map rotates up or down to give it the illusion of movement. So like these are the best ones to really have a lot of fun with. You don't have to have as much borders as you want. All you gotta do is just try to, if you're gonna have anything on the borders, you want to try to mimic it. You want to try to mimic it on the other sides. So it's like a little mimicry. So like no tree trunk no tree trunk like this. You know, no tree trunk like that. Because you have to have it to where it goes at same length at the down there, so the way it looks like it's connected. I think I'm going to have a little pond. How am I going to do this? I guess you're right. I can't find it. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I think it's no longer up, which is sad. Ah, fuck it. thing to work. There we go. Give me a second. But yeah, he was a good, like I said, really good guy. But that's okay. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that stuff happens. You can't expect it to. You can't expect it to stay like that all the time. There we go. There. That should do it. Ah, crap. Nope, that did not work. Alright, so the water will not work, so I have to put that in its own little area. That's fine. Let's cut down here. Ooh, I know how to. I know how to do this. One, two, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And then this work? I think that could work. Please tell me that's gonna work. Or at least look halfway decently good. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that works. Alright, let's close this up. Ooh, I like that. Now that looks nice. Yeah. That looks really nice. Okay, I can deal with that. That looks not bad. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that. Alright, there's the water source. Alright, so we want, let's see, let's put the animals in. Because we want raccoons and foxes. Right, and we want custom character. Oh wait, do I have that set for the other ones? Nope. I have that set differently. So we're going to transfer that. We're going to fix that because now we got... There we go. Alright. Take this. Put you here. Okay. How does that look? Whoops. My bad. Crap. Wait, null? Whoa. Why null? What's with the null? Oh, the damn attack. It's that fucking attack again. But that shouldn't... I shouldn't get a null, though. Oh. My defense is 22, that's why. Yeah, that's why I'm getting a null. Yeah, that's why I'm getting a null. Crud. Fix that. Yeah, it should be fine. Wait a minute, if that's the case, that means the arc rat... That means the arc rat is also a null. Hold on a minute, that means the rat is also a null. Nope, never mind. Never mind. I forgot about the rats. I forgot about the arc rat's ability. Never mind. Plus their fire. Plus they attack with fire. While the coonfoots are physical attacks. That's why. Never mind. Never mind. That's why. That is why I am having a. That's why I'm getting the null because of the elemental things. Well, that sucks. Which means that. Which means that these guys are going to be a pain in the ass then. Because I don't want their attacks to be any higher. They're really not supposed to. They're really not supposed to be anything but some fodder for just for simple items. They're not really supposed to be able to hit. Why do I have those backwards? Why the fuck do I have these backwards? Oh, that's why. I know why. Never mind. Never mind. I know why I did. Never mind. Alright, let me see if I can't fix that then. Alright, I need to give them an attack. Give me a second. I can fix this. We'll just go all Pokemon on them. We'll just go Pokemon. Yeah. Crud. Yeah, they just don't have enough attack, so it's all annoying. But I guess that's fine. You know, I guess that's fine. Now, you're bound to have something like this anyway. The stronger you get, the more likelihood stuff like this happens. I guess that's a known fact anyway. I guess that's what's going to happen. Okay. Yeah, I was just trying to figure out why I was getting a null attack all of a sudden. But I think I'm going to end it right here. I'm going to play something else. So, as always, there is a playlist at the end of the video that you guys can watch. So, thank you guys for watching. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this little builds, these build things that I like to do, that I've been doing. So, hopefully we can eventually get done with these campsites and then move on to something greater. So, you guys take care, be well, be safe, have fun. Bye, everyone.